to Tuesday in the Garden. My name is Susan Kenney. I live in Madison, and I'm a member of North Madison Congregational Church. I would like to talk to you today about how to care for your hydrangeas. These hydrangeas here, as you see, are about 12 years old. Over the last 2 to 3 years in this area, we really haven't had nice blooms of hydrangeas. Everyone has been very disappointed. And I think what has happened is we would have an early warming period where the buds would start to form like this. If you come and see these little buds here. And what happens is the little buds start coming out, and then we end up getting a frost or a snow or cold temperatures under 32 degrees, maybe like late March or early April, that kill all these little buds. So you won't have all these little buds die. And this is the old growth, considered the old growth. So in the fall, if I prune my hydrangeas all the way down low like this, I wouldn't have all of these nice buds. Now this is called the endless summer hydrangea. And that means I will have blooms all summer long until the fall. Now, what you could do in the spring, this is the springtime now, I'm going to come out and I may just trim like this right here. Here's a flower. That's an old flower, all dried up. And I'm going to put it in a bucket. And then here's another one. I'm going to trim that off. As well as right here. We're going to just trim off some of these old, dried, dead flowers. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to come over here. This hydrangea, I did not weed out. Oh, there's quite a few leaves in here. So what you want to do is before you fertilize, you want to try to get in here and remove the leaves as best as you can. And sometimes you're going to see some new growth. You'll see some new growth in a couple of weeks coming from the base of this hydrangea plant. And I'm not going to go through all of this, but you really need to pull out these leaves as best as you can. And just be careful if there are ticks. I have my yard sprayed 4 times a year for the ticks. Just check your skin when you go in. And the ticks, they love moist soil, and they do like a lot of moist leaves. They hide in the moist leaves. Okay, so while you're pulling out the leaves, if there are any branches that are loose, you could just kind of wiggle them out. See, like that? Just wiggle them out and toss them aside. They'll come out real easy. Another little one. And again, just continue going, pulling out the leaves as best you can. Try to spot, use good body mechanics. Maybe you want to kneel or sit, whatever works for you. Oh, here's another dead little, look at that, came right off. Just pull out those dead branches, you know, that are loose. Don't try to yank anything out. Anything that's loose, just pull it out. And this way, the hydrangea plant will get a lot more air. Okay, as far as fertilizing, what you want to do is you want to measure I'm going to use this one for an example. This is 3 feet by 3 feet. It's a yardstick. And when you do fertilize, you want to go around the drip line. Okay? Around that drip line, I'm going to demonstrate over here. This hydrangea, I'd like to demonstrate on this one. This one is 6 feet by 5. Okay? 6 feet by 5. 6 feet wide by 5 deep. And I'm probably going to put at least 6 cups or more of the holly tone. This is the holly tone here. I'm using the holly tone to get really nice blue flowers for the hydrangeas. So I am going to dig a trough right now and show you how to go around and fertilize your hydrangea. I have another hydrangea over there. We're going to use lime because I want to have more pink flowers, and the lime is more alkaline. This holly tone is more acidic. This is where you're going to get the blue flowers again, and the lime will be more alkaline. So let me just demonstrate this for you. I'm going to use, I have a pointed hoe, or you could use a regular hoe. I'm going to go around the drip line of this hydrangea and just dig a trench, a couple inches or so, right around. You're going to around the drip line, and then over here. I can't go back by the deck because the deck is, it's going to be a little tough to get back there. So I kind of just go about 3/4 of the way around. I don't normally put any fertilizer toward the back. It seems to do just as well. Okay. And then I have my holly cone. Like I said, this is about 6 feet. I'm going to add at least 6 cups. This one over here is 3 feet, and so I'll add about 3 cups or more. I could add more than 6, so I'm just going to go sprinkle like this along. That's 1. Here's 2. Make that a little deeper. Here's 3. 4. And 5. All the way back as far as I can go. And now the last cup, I'm just going to go where I seem to have missed putting it. Add a little bit. Maybe toward the back. Wow, I didn't even measure this. It's 6 cups. That's pretty amazing. Just about 6 cups. That's what I had left from last year. I'm going to go back here. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to go all the way back to the end here. Okay. And now what you could do is grab a rake. Get a small rake and try to cover the trough. I'm going to show you quickly here what you made, or do it by hand. I'm going to do it with a rake all the way around. Go back here a little bit. I can actually go with my hands for a bit. Back here. And all the way around. Just make sure it's covered well. Some of this. And then after this, I am going to water it. You're going to just use your hose. And after you fertilize, you want to water the area. Water the whole hydrangea and the area that you fertilize. So the hydrangeas should be watered at least once a week, depending on how dry it is, including the rain. The hydrangeas need about 1 inch of water per week. Many times when the sun is really strong on the hydrangeas, the flowers may wilt, the blooms may wilt. Doesn't mean that they're dry. It just means that they're getting too much sun, because they tend to be a very fragile plant. So as the sun goes around and they're not directly on the hydrangea, the blooms will come right back and they won't be wilted. So if you do want to trim your hydrangeas for a base, you probably want to make sure they're well saturated with water And I would probably do it in the morning, in the early mornings. Or maybe after you've had them watered during the day or a good rain. You could probably cut some blooms after a good rain. I'm going to stop here. If you want to keep the deer out of your yard, this is the best product I have found. I got it at Ace Hardware, any of the Ace Hardware stores, but I got it in Clinton. It's called Deer Off. Sometimes the deer do like hydrangeas. They don't usually touch my hydrangeas here because they're close to the house. But they will eat your hydrangeas if they're in the path of the deer. So let me just show you quickly. This is actually made out of dried blood and rotten eggs. So there is nothing toxic in this, this product. So there are 6 of these cups and 6 wires. I just took out one. So what you do, you got the shakes, got the cup and the wire, put the wire in here like that, very easy. And then all you do is you crisscross it and bend it over to make like a little hook so that you can put it on a branch. And cross it. My son did this last year for me. I'm not as strong. Okay, you did a better job. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hang it over here on the Cynthia. This is an old one from last year. You take off, throw it away. And I'm going to put this one on the branch. Okay. You can kind of open it up and crisscross, just put it right back on. And it's probably, I like the height right now because it's around where the deer height would be, and it would keep the deer off. And you want to put one of these about 8 to 24 feet apart. Well, this concludes our Tuesday in the garden. The groundhog was correct. We are having an early spring this year, and for that reason we're going to have some really nice hydrangea plants. Just have fun in the garden, experiment, try different things if you'd like. These were just some basic guidelines. Remember, we're all here caring for creation. Getting outside, getting some fresh air, getting in the garden is wonderful. And as you care for creation, you're also caring for yourselves, because we are also part of creation. So enjoy yourself, God bless you, and be